MMA DNA. I'm here with Hurricane Shane Burgos. He's fighting in MSG UFC 230 against Kurt Holobaugh. And Shane, how are you doing, my man?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
Awesome, always a pleasure. Yeah, let's go. Let's talk about immediately about the fight. How did it came together?
Uh, who the hell knows? Honestly, I was looking forward to fighting in July. That's what Shelby originally told me, late July, early August. So I was looking to get onto one of those cards. Just didn't happen. Then I was looking to get on the card with Jimmy in September, and that was taking too long to kind of like get in the works. So I said, you know what, just put me on MSG. MSG is coming up November 3rd. Might as well wait the extra month. What New Yorker doesn't want to fight in MSG?
Yeah,
And
exactly. Exactly. You haven't fought an MSG before. The first, let's see, you fought in New York like three of your four fights, so it's probably great to be back in New York. Have to go back to your last fight earlier this year against Calvin Cater. It was fight of the night. It was a great fight. I think it was definitely deserved to be fight of the night. But give me a little bit about the story about that fight for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good fight. It was a good fight for fans, at least. Not too much for me because obviously it was the first time I ever experienced loss. Um, First round was close. He probably won that round. He landed a couple more jabs, so he probably got that round. Second round, I feel like it was all me. I landed some good body shots in that round. Landed some good power shots. Third round, I felt like I was going to pick right back up where I left off. My cardio was feeling great. I was ready to push the pace in the third round, and I just got caught. Honestly, it's one of those little things I do is when I'm getting hit, I roll with a punch. So when I rolled, I kind of exposed the back of my head, and I got hit in the back of the head. My equilibrium, not the back of the head, behind the ear. My equilibrium got thrown off. Not trying to make excuses, but he caught me, and what are you gonna do? Is what it is.
Definitely things happen. But you're back now, finally. Like you said, you wanted to be back earlier, but you're back now. Kurt Holobaugh, what do you expect in this fight against always a tough fighter in Kurt?
Yeah, this is an awesome fight. Honestly, not too many people know about him, but I know about him. I've known about him for a long time, and I'm a fan of his. He's got a great style. It's kind of similar to mine. He's always coming forward, always trying to push the pace, always looking for a finish. He's not a boring decision point fighter. So I think this is going to make for fireworks. If you're a hardcore fan, I feel like you're going to be excited for this fight. And I'm not trying to be biased, but I feel like this on paper is probably it looks like it's going to be fight of the night. I'm not going for fight of the night. Obviously, I'm going for performance of the night, but this is a great matchup.
I definitely agree with you. Both you guys had the fight of the night honors in your last fights. He against Leone Barcelos and you against Calvin Cater.
Yeah.
Um, your training camp. How did it went? How you actually in training camp still? You have also added more of a conditioning training right now. Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Yeah, it's been a long. It just feels like a long training camp because I was looking to fight in July, so I was pretty much getting ready in May till now. So I mean, I picked up a new strength and conditioning coach, John Ron, elite athletic training. It's right, literally like a quarter mile away from my house, so you literally can't beat it. The guy's awesome. He's very accommodating. He's a huge motivator. He's got me so much stronger. My conditioning's been through the roof lately, which I feel like that was my strong point before. Most of my fights, most people say you never get tired, you never get tired. But now I feel like I'm on another level. So huge shout out to him. I'm ready to go, man.
Awesome. And did you also you train a lot? I see videos of you daily on Instagram. Did you train on something specific as well besides the training and conditioning coaching at the Tiger Schulman's with your teammates?
I don't really ever focus on anything too specific. I feel like every fighter's got holes in his games, so I always work my what do you call it, my weaknesses, but I'm always working my strengths just as hard too. So nothing too specific. Maybe some things here and there, like little tiny things, but nothing 100% specific. I've been working my boxing, my kickboxing, my grappling, my wrestling. I've been working everything.
Awesome. You always have a lot of support coming to your fights. If it's close at New York and Boston, it was. Are we going to see the van again?
This is gonna be crazy, man. You got me, you got Julio, you got Lyman on the card. We're all Tiger Schulman's fighters, so you see what happened when we were in Long Island, me, Jimmy, and Lyman, how crazy that was. This one's going to be probably even more crazy, honestly. This is MSG. This is iconic. This is history. It's going to be insane. I can't wait to just make that walk out to the cage and just hear everybody. Honestly, I can't wait for fight week to begin, just to be in that atmosphere, and then for the weigh-in show and hearing the crowd during the weigh-ins. It's going to be insane. I feel like I definitely have a hometown advantage and home crowd advantage, so it's going to be wild.
Long Island 2.0, like you said.
Yeah.
Awesome. What I also wanted to ask you, did you from the loss? Now you're gonna in a new fight. Is there something you change, or what you take in back of your mind, or still go in, go out as quick as possible, like you always said?
Yeah, that's always the same. It's literally I don't I'm not a point fighter. I take it I take every round as a chance to finish. I take every round as a new fight basically. The first round is my that's I got 5 minutes to finish this guy. If the round ends, all right, I got another 5 minutes to finish this guy. And then the round ends, then it's the third round, I got another 5 minutes to finish this guy. It's always that's how I look at it. I don't ever look at it as I got 3 rounds to try to coast and try to win this round, and then no, it's never like that. Even coming off a loss, the only thing that really did was, as corny as it sounds, it made me more hungry. But until you're really in this position, you really wouldn't understand. Other fighters that have been there, they understand obviously, but losing makes you so hungry. And I'm fucking starving for a win. I need a win really bad. So not just need a win, I want to win. My desire to win has never been stronger.
Okay. The most important question: will the scissor become inside round two or round three again in the cage?
I don't know. The hair's getting pretty long now, so honestly, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it. I might cut it off before. I'm not trying to cut it off in the middle of the fight again. I might. I don't know. Some people were telling me to braid it. I'm like, I don't think I want to braid it. So that's a good question, but I got to see what I'm gonna do. Probably just gonna figure it out on weigh-in day. That's when we'll figure it out.
Okay. Like you said, Lyman Good is on the card as well, and Julio Arce as well, both training partners of yours. What do you expect from them in their fights?
I think the world of those guys. Those guys are two of the hardest working guys I know, two of the most skilled guys I know. They're amazing training partners. They're amazing athletes and fighters. So I'm expecting two big wins from them as well.
Um, you've been always been pretty vocal about want to definitely be on the televised prelims if you're not on the main card. Where do you expect to be on the card, and why is it so important to you to be on a televised prelim? Can you tell that to the people?
Yeah, the televised prelim, I feel like it's even better than the what do you call it, the pay per view and the fight pass because more eyeballs are on it. So that 8 to 10 p.m. slot Eastern time is, in my opinion, the best time slot to be on because people are watching it. You got the hardcore fans are definitely watching it. The casual fans are definitely watching it too because it's free. So that's definitely the spot. I like that spot, but this time I really couldn't care less. I just want to fight, man. I can be the first fight of the night. I can be the third fight of the night. I could be the fourth fight. I really don't care. I just want to fight. So if they put me on Fight Pass, that's fine. I'll get in and get out, and then I'll watch my teammates fight. I really don't care. I just want to fight.
Awesome. We also talked about before about you wanted to buy a house, and you finally did. Yeah.
Yeah,
How is it in your new house, man? Tell me a little bit about it.
man, it's awesome. It really is like a dream come true. Like to I'm 27 years old to buy my own house. I have a wife now. I have a kid. To give them what they need and what they want. It's awesome, man. I have my own little gym area set up in the basement, and just having that little setup almost made me cry just because I've wanted that since I was 15 years old, and now I have that, and it's from all the hard work that I've been putting in. I have my own basement. I have a 3-floor townhouse. I'm blessed, man. I really am blessed. I thank God for everything, honestly.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. The last question I want to ask you: Shane Burgos, Kurt Holobaugh, 3 words.
3 words. Don't miss it.
That's great. Shane, I want to thank you again for taking the time for doing the interview. Always a pleasure to have you on. And if you have any sponsors, shout outs, and let people know where they can find you, take your moment, man.
Yeah, man. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Hurricane Shane _, at Twitter at Hurricane Shane B. And then just shout out to all my sponsors: NutriBio, ProVeer, my PT, Eat Clean Bro, obviously, Believe Elite Training, Tiger Schulman's my biggest sponsor, my team, and Ounce Water. Obviously, they've been a huge help too. So shout out to all my sponsors, all my friends, all my family, all my supporters. Shout out to my wife; she's been helping a lot. She doesn't get enough credit, so big shout out to my wife, Veronica. I love you.